Hey everyone, it's Tracy here, back with day 3 of my holiday card series. Today I'm going to be using some products from Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to start with just a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to use the zigzag dot or chevron dot stencil from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to put it into place with some washi tape, and then I'm going to be using my foam blender and then 2 different colors of distress inks. I'm going to start with the barn door, and I'm going to do every other set of chevron stripes. So I'm going to do the first one in red, and since there's so little, you kind of gotta like pounce your blending tool over it and make sure you get it into all those little areas. And then I'll skip one of the rows and then move on to the second one. And I went ahead and sped that up, and now I'm going to be using the mowed lawn to do the same thing. And I did clean my stencil off a little bit in between this, just so that I didn't get the red and green mixed on there. And then once I finish that, it comes the fun part where you get to lift your stencil off and see what your background looks like. And then you'll just want to go ahead and clean up all that excess ink off your mat and the stencil. So now I'm going to be using this cat in the box stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. That's not what it's called, by the way, but I will have all the supplies linked below if you're interested. And I'm going to stamp that on a piece of Coordinations 110-pound cardstock with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then I'm also going to take a piece of pattern paper. This is from an older My Mind's Eye 6x6 paper pad. I'm not really sure if it's still available or not, but if I find it, I will link to it. And then I'm going to stamp just the box part from the same stamp set right onto the pattern paper. And then on that also, I'm going to use the little bow that comes in the stamp set and stamp that onto the pattern paper. So now I'm going to go ahead and color in my cat with the Copic markers. I will zoom it in and then play the background music and have all of the colors that I used in the right hand corner. Alright, so after I finished coloring them, I cut them out, and I'm going to glue the pattern paper piece right onto my box. I'm using the Tombow Mono Multi Glue. And it fits right into the white area there. And then that's a fun little Christmas present box instead of using it for like a birthday card. Okay, so after I do that, I take my Tuxedo Black Memento marker and then I go along the edge so that it covers all of the white areas from where you fussy cut it out. It just makes it look more finished and like you didn't make any mistakes when you were cutting it out. Although I'm sure you didn't anyway, right? And you want to do it from the back so that if your pen or marker slips, you don't want to get any ink on the front of your image, obviously. Then it just goes onto the back. Alright, so now it's time to put my card base together. I have a piece of red cardstock, and I'm going to adhere my chevron piece onto that. And then I have a white A2 sized card base, and then I will put adhesive on the back of the red piece and adhere that onto my card base. And I'm using my ATG gun. Alright, for the sentiment, I'm going to use this Lawn Fawn stamp set, and I'm going to use the Merry Christmas. I'll put that on my block, and then I'm going to stamp that with the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. It just kind of matches the ink that you used on the cat image. But you could use red or green or even heat emboss that if you prefer. For the cat, I'm going to use my 3D foam squares to adhere that just so that it pops up and adds a little bit of dimension to my card. These are the large foam squares from Best Creation. Alright, and then the card would not be complete without a few sequins, right? So I have the red ones here, and I'm going to randomly scatter those and then glue them down with my Tombow Mono Multi Glue. And then one extra step that I've been doing lately is adding some liquid pearls to the center of each of the sequins. This is the opal white liquid pearls, and you just do it the same as you would if the sequins weren't there. You just push it down a little bit in the center and then swirl it so that it creates the perfect pearl. And that is my finished card for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my holiday card series cards. And I will see you back here on Monday for another video. Have a good weekend. Bye!